Hey guys, Dubbag here again. In my last video, we discussed 3 characters who were in their own ways Doomslayers. Characters who shared qualities with him, such as inhuman strength, agility, combat prowess, and pure rage. Characters who overthrew giant enemy forces all by themselves, and overcame insane odds. In this sequel video, we will be discussing 5 more characters and how they are also their own Doomslayers. It is important to note that these are my picks, and like the last video, if you have any ideas for more characters who you think are Doomslayers, leave them in the comments below. What characters do you think could stand shoulder to shoulder with the Doomslayer? Let's get started. Our first Doomslayer that we will be talking about is Tal Set from Turok Dinosaur Hunter. A member of a Saquon Native American tribe, little is known about Tal Set's childhood, only that he was raised to become a great warrior and a defender of his tribe to the death. Turok is not a name, but rather a title in which the Saquon tongue translates to Son of Stone, Child of the Land, or Protector of Earth. The mantle of Turok is passed down from one generation to another, the eldest son of which is typically the one honored with the title and its duties. These warriors were tasked with secretly protecting Earth from the invasion of a race of evolved dinosaurs and other alien life forms from other dimensions which come from a world of constant chaos known as the Lost Land, located somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle. It is regarded as the interdimensional sewer of the universe. All manner of life from every corner of time and space can be transported here by a way of randomly appearing portals and rips in reality. Thus, why we see a mixture of enemies and technology from different time periods and dimensions. In fact, would you believe me if I told you that Turok Dinosaur Hunter takes place in the 1880s? Weird, huh? Anyways, Turok, being a gifted mystical warrior, possesses superhuman speed and agility. He can even outrun raptors and strafe around weapon fire like no one's business. Turok also has the impressive ability to understand how to wield weapons from different time periods. Think, a man from 1886 trying to wield an alien plasma rifle he's never seen before, and then going on to completely kick ass with it. I mean, back then, people would see these weapons and not even know they were weapons in the first place, let alone how to use them. Turok has taken on hordes of dangerous enemies, such as raptors, aliens, and robots, but also has taken on huge titans of his own, such as the Mantis and a freaking T-Rex, man. Not to mention that his adventure culminated in overpowering and defeating the insanely fast and strong cyborg known as the Campaigner with the very weapon he was seeking. I think one of Tal Set's greatest abilities is how he adapts and evaluates to the changing situations surrounding him. As his journey goes on, the tech he wields gets stronger but also weirder, as do the environments he travels through. And guess what else? He's a badass with a bow and arrow.
Holy shit.
And look, he doesn't even use a bowstring. I swear the arrows just fly away from this guy because they're fucking afraid of him. After the events of the first game, Dinosaur Hunter, the mantle of Turok would be bestowed upon a member of the tribe named Joshua Fireseed. Joshua would go on to wage a battle against an army of all sorts of primitive races brought in from the Lost Land, headed by the great primeval known as the Primogen. After being awoken by the events of Turok 1, he saw the beings of his universe who surrounded him as peasants and nothing more than cockroaches beneath his feet. Joshua stormed the Primogen's lightship and stopped its armies and ended its tyranny before it could wreak irreversible havoc on the universe. Turok 2 took what made the first game great and improved upon it, such as adding new awesome weapons and gameplay dynamics, such as riding on top of a Triceratop and busting shit up. Joshua's bravery to fight the Primogen and his armies, and rescue the children which they had imprisoned, definitely makes him a hero worthy of the title Turok. Both are great warriors, but I think that if I had to choose, I think that I would have to go with OG himself, Talset. Just out of preference for his game. This doesn't discredit Joshua or make him weak in any way, I'm just a Talset guy. Turok and Doom Guy, both fast, both agile, and both capable of wielding a variety of advanced weaponry. The team of him and Doom Guy would be an interesting one to say the least, but I think in his own way, he is definitely a Doomslayer. So we've met Turok, who was raised for war, but what about somebody who was literally built for it? Master Chief, or John 117, the legend, the ultimate soldier, a man whose duty truly comes first. Born on March 7th in the year 2511 on a planet named Eridanus II, John always dreamed of flying amongst the stars since he was a child. Little did he know that by the age of 6, his dream would come true. Even as a child, John displayed greater strength and superior reflexes to his peers, and also has an aggressive drive for success. This made him a prime candidate for the UNSC's Spartan II program. Thus, he was abducted and trained on a planet called Reach for 8 years. Chief went on to dominate every single portion of the training exercises, and by the age of 14, was ready to undergo the biological augmentation that would turn him into a true Spartan II warrior. His resilience through this process was astounding, as he and only 33 others survived the process. His augmentation granted him with physical alterations such as advanced reflexes, strength, and enhanced eyesight, and rendered his bones nearly unbreakable. After this, he would be granted his iconic Mjolnir armor, which would later be upgraded to become his Mach 5 armor. And thus, the iconic hero we know as Master Chief was born. You want to talk about strength and durability? Look no further than Master Chief. His augmentations give him insane superhuman powers, such as the ability to jump extreme heights, even though he weighs 1,000 pounds, and lift over 3 times his own body weight. He's fast, and his reaction times are unparalleled. Master Chief is an unstoppable force.
Possibly make any more noise? I guess so.
Who will stop at nothing to protect the Earth and his comrades. Such as, jumping from Cairo Station and grabbing that bomb sent by the Covenant and kicking that shit back into their face. Performing death-defying leaps as an escape. Beating old men to death in hover chairs. Master Chief's armor gives him insane protection from almost any enemy projectile because of its energy shielding. The armor is also equipped with a wide range of sensors, including thermal imaging, motion tracking, and enhanced targeting systems, which provide him with unparalleled situational awareness on the battlefield, as well as serving as a pressurized spacesuit. Throughout his career, Master Chief has battled all sorts of armies of alien creatures, such as the Covenant, who call him the Demon, by the way, the Brutes, the Parasitic Flood, and the Forerunners. Master Chief wields a wide variety of weapons, from assault rifles, submachine guns, pistols, and sniper rifles, and shotguns, as well as having the ability to wield other alien weapons such as needlers, spikers, and energy swords. And if we're talking about Master Chief, we can't forget about his AI companion, Cortana.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Cortana helps Master Chief out by providing him with tactical information, mission objectives, and strategic insights. She is also able to hack into enemy systems, communicate with their AIs, and give him a tactical advantage over his enemies. She is a crucial part of his loadout. Her prevention of the activation of the Halo installations helped save all sentient life in the galaxy from being obliterated forever. So all in all, when it really comes down to it, I do believe that Master Chief may be the only character in this video, or my last one, that I can truly say might actually be able to defeat the Doom guy. And if he couldn't, it would be one hell of a stalemate. And as a team, I think these two could make a black hole shit its pants. Master Chief, half man, half cybernetics, all Doomslayer. You know, sometimes being a Doomslayer doesn't always mean having extreme strength or agility. Sometimes it means having a strong will to survive, combined with a brilliant mind. Isaac Clarke, born June 5th, 2461, was born into an upper-class family, his father being a well-known engineer and shipbuilder for the Galactic Union Marine Corporation brought in lots of credits for the family. When Isaac grew of age, he began to take on his father's passion for engineering and would pursue an education in electrical and mechanical engineering. He graduated college with honors and would become a ship systems engineer, working for the Concordian Extraction Corporation, a company who basically maintained security between colony shipping routes. Soon, he would begin to work for the USG Ishimura as a maintenance technician. He would also, during this time, meet his girlfriend, Nicole Brennan, a medical technician who he would push oftentimes to work harder and harder to become a better person, eventually urging her to work on the Ishimura as well. After 2 years of a stagnant career, Isaac eventually signed up for an emergency response team attached to the Ishimura, and once his team got that distress call, they head straight to it, and that's where Dead Space begins. Once we step on board the Ishimura, we find that it's been overrun by parasitic organisms named necromorphs. These creatures appear when an object called a marker sends out a signal which somehow sends out a disease which infects dead tissue and reanimates it into a biological weapon to kill and infect other living beings. These creatures are always aggressive, and most times possess sharp blades made out of the corpse's mutated shoulder bones or cartilage, or sometimes mutated skull bones for ramming and smashing into their prey. In the end, the necromorph wishes to consume all living life on every planet they travel to in order to form the biggest necromorph of all time, the Brethren Moon. Brethren Moons are an entire moon-sized organism made of rotten, mutated flesh that has been morphed into its own giant necromorph. These beings are primordial and move throughout the cosmos and spread their disease to every planet containing life. That is why aliens had never made contact with humans till now. These are the enemies that Isaac will face in all 3 games. Isaac has a great many weapons at his disposal, the most iconic being the simple plasma cutter, which fires a beam of hot plasma in horizontal or vertical lines, which he uses to dismember the necromorphs, as this is the only way to effectively stop them. His suit, or rig, allows him to survive in harsh environments like the vacuum of space for short periods and even offers him protection from enemy attacks. His great engineering mind also helps him along in his survival by being able to tweak electronic circuitry to gain access to areas that normally one couldn't. And he's also able to upgrade his weapons at workbenches he encounters along his journey. Like Samus, Isaac's suit is also upgradable, and every upgrade that he adds to it expands his personal inventory and raises his defenses. Isaac doesn't have superhuman strength or agility or even extreme durability, though he can take quite a beating. And don't forget about his A-Town stomp. Like the Doom guy, Isaac's game takes place in a corrupt space facility where he is the last one to survive and takes on an entire monster race of his own. Not just once, not twice, but 3 times. Isaac's determination to survive keeps him pushing and pushing until he succeeds. His electrical engineering also helped him shut down the anti-computer, or the artificial network transmitting intelligence, an AI who was programmed by the station director of the Sprawl, the location of Dead Space 2, to directly impede his ability to escape Titan Station. The Necromorph can be considered his demons, but he also has battled many Titans of his own, such as the Brute, the Tormentor, and the Hive Mind. His rig also contains a tool known as the Stasis Module. This tool allows him to slow his enemies and certain machines down to almost a complete stop, and it also grants him the ability to levitate and move objects. While its use is limited, it can be recharged. His boots also have jet rockets on the bottom of them and are magnetic, which allow him to fly through zero gravity and spacewalk without worry of floating away. Isaac has escaped every situation he's been in alive in every game so far, battled his own demons and titans, and prevented the convergence of the necromorphs into Brethren Moons. Unless you count the ending of Dead Space 3, where the Brethren Moons show up to Earth anyway. Isaac Clarke, a man of iron will and even stronger intellect. A man so brave and so determined to survive, he is definitely his own Doomslayer. You know, sometimes being a Doomslayer doesn't come from only being stuck in a horrible situation and trying to survive, or from a place of unmitigated rage. Sometimes being a Doomslayer is your born duty. The Belmont Clan. a family of vampire hunters whose legacy rings throughout generations. A group of people who vowed to vanquish evil spirits and demons from the earth. Hundreds of years of duty and valor, all dedicated to the ultimate destruction of the bringer of all darkness, the consumer of blood, Count Dracula. Every few years or decades, he rises from the shadows to begin his reign of tyranny, and a member of the Belmont clan strikes him back down. Now, all of the Belmonts are complete badasses and shouldn't be overlooked in any way. But in this video, I'm going to focus on one in particular, Simon. Out of every member of the family's lineage, none are as prolific and revered as him. I mean, he put that bastard down twice, and is a role model of every Belmont ever since. Born in the year 1669, Simon was raised to become a strong warrior in preparation for his future duties as a vampire slayer. This included daily training exercises with the Belmont family's heirloom weapon, a magical consecrated whip named Vampire Killer. When he became the age of 22, he finally had the opportunity to prove himself when Dracula appeared for the first time in a century. The last Belmont to defeat him being Christopher. Simon stormed Castle Dracula. Equipped with the Vampire Killer and a collection of holy items, he vanquished the evils within. Upon meeting his prize, in an epic battle, he laid the legendary monster back to rest. However, the injuries he suffered in this battle afflicted him with a mortal curse, and 7 years later, he would go on a journey to track down Dracula's body parts and burn them in a ritual in an attempt to remove it, thus laying waste to the Count once more. Though he was successful, he would die after this final battle and be revered as a hero for all future generations of Belmonts. Simon is incredibly strong. I mean, he's freaking huge, man. Look at this guy. I don't care how big or powerful you are, getting socked in the mouth with that freaking whip has to hurt like hell, man, powered up or not. Oh yeah, speaking of power-ups, the Vampire Killer can be upgraded from what is a normal leather whip to a chained mace. Simon is also able to use holy items to defeat his enemies, such as lobbing axes in their direction, throwing daggers, and the use of boomerang crosses, and even humiliating death by drowning him in holy water. That's right, Simon killed death. How's that for badass? His upper body strength and skill with his whip allows him to latch on and swing from certain points. It kind of reminds me of Doomslayer's meat hook. Simon is a tank. Not fast, not agile, but very powerful. He's taken on many demons, literally. Besides Dracula, he's killed zombies, Medusa heads, rock golems, floating creepy tongue skulls. Weird, man. Mummies, and all sorts of other hellish creatures. Also, the dude just rides tornadoes, man. Fucking Giga Chad. So all in all, I think Simon Belmont is definitely no stranger to taking on the armies of hell. And with his strength and training, and the ability to wield pure and holy weapons, would definitely be a challenge the demons of Doomguy's universe would know to take seriously. Meet Konami's Doomslayer, Simon Belmont, the Vampire Hunter. So far in this video of Doomslayers, we have covered mystical warriors, cyborg marines, engineer survivors, and destined heroes. But sometimes, it just takes that one badass that doesn't give a fuck. Nukem. The man, the myth, the unstoppable powerhouse of muscle and testosterone. A dude who only cares about three things: chicks, beer, and kicking alien and robot ass.
I'm Duke Nukem, and I'm coming to get the rest of you alien bastards.
The man behind the sunglasses is a force to be reckoned with, and an equal opportunity ass kicker. Known for his highly quotable one-liners.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. Damn, those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride. I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
What, did you think he was being figurative? Nothing is known about his personal past, but what we do know is he'll kick you in the teeth if you keep asking. Duke has battled many different mechanical and alien creatures. He annihilated Dr. Proton and his robots during his plan to take over Earth with a new world order, and years later stopped the alien plans of the Psychlord Empire to abduct Earth's women and dominate the Earth, which we all know Duke isn't gonna let stand.
Nobody steals our chicks and lives.
Duke, as we know, also wields many of the same weapons as Doomguy, such as pistols, shotguns, chain guns, and rocket launchers. He has also used his own share of advanced tech as well, such as shrinkers and expanders and jetpacks. Duke isn't rageful, but he is a hero who will stop at nothing to protect the Earth and the lives of the innocent. Unless he has no choice. If we count his alien enemies as his demons, then we also know that he's taken down a few titans as well, such as the Battle Lord, the Overlord, and the Cycloid Emperor himself. Growing up as a Doom fan, I always loved Duke Nukem, and viewed his first-person titles as a brother series to Doom. Even my mom likes Duke Nukem. She thinks his one-liners are funny.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with. I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker. I ought to break a broom handle off in your ass. Damn, I'm good. Call me now for your free whipping. Hail to the king, baby. Half man, half animal, all dead. I am the king of the world, baby.
Also, let's not forget that this dude is so strong, he can literally kick a fire hydrant and break it open. In conclusion, Duke Nukem is strong, clever, and absolutely fearless, and always puts humanity first. He's also no stranger to taking on his own demons and titans as well. He would be a powerful ally with the Doomslayer, a match made in hell. So there we have it. 5 other characters who are also their own Doomslayers. Look at this absolute wall of death. Any army or threat that could be thrown at them would stand absolutely zero chance. In the end, Doomslayers can take all sorts of shapes and forms, battle all types of different creatures, and they've all faced their own unique challenges. I think being a Doomslayer means facing the seemingly insurmountable obstacles before you and coming out on top every time. Being able to face and conquer every situation and survive. And most importantly, kick fucking ass. Thank you so much to my subscribers and fans. for your support. You've really made this worth it and fun for me. I love hearing about your ideas for characters, and I hope that I did each one here justice. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos, and I'll see you next time, friends.